Good morning, Adrian.
Morning, everybody.
Hi, Adrian.
Johnny, everybody. Yeah, and thanks for putting that kind of tape thing.
Nice, wasn't it?
That did a great job.
You sound you could set up the worst, the dullest mid-table League Two game that we're covering and make it sound like the most dramatic.
Rochdale against Bolton. No offence. Put Adrian Dunbar's voice in there, and you go, "Wow, this is a super Sunday."
Watching that one.
Yes.
How you feeling, AD?
Hey?
How you feeling? Hello?
Oh, Adrian,
Yeah.
is Vicky asking, how are you feeling?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good.
I'm co-hosting.
I think
Vicky,
he's winding you up there, love, isn't he?
No, I'm a bit anxious. You know, we always do get a bit anxious before the show goes out tonight. So I'll be glad when it's out the other side of it, and
Yeah,
Vicky's
me
texting
too.
me things, telling me what people are saying on social media. And but I'm feeling really good. We had a great win yesterday at the Rugby. That really was an unbelievable performance from Ireland. They hit their straps eventually. You know, we would have been very disappointed about those first two games that we lost. We lost them by very small margins. And, you know, we kept thinking, what's going on? When this team clicks, they could be very good. So they finished on a high. So we're all very happy about that.
You picked a good day for that, Adrian, didn't you, against England? Thanks very much. Yeah, well played.
But
Certainly did.
what about the? I mean, he's got a few. He's got a bit of snow on the roof, as they say in Wales. A few grey flecks. But Johnny Sexton had a good game, didn't he?
Oh, he had a fantastic game. I mean, you know, himself and Conor Murray just dictated everything. Everybody seemed to know what they were up to, what their job was. I mean, I haven't seen forwards like that playing for Ireland for many, many years. It's, you know, we have some fabulous forwards. I think they can only get better, this team.
Yeah.
Then again, all the teams can only get better. I think that Welsh team, you know, there were doubts about, you know, how good they actually were because they were getting the rub of the green here and there. But I thought, you know, they were desperately unlucky last night. But you got to put the French away. This is the thing.
Yeah.
You allow them to hang on. I've seen them do it against Ireland. They're slippery. You know, you give them, 2 minutes to go and they get a line out and they'll do this, that, and the other. And they'll put, they'll do something sneaky at the front of the line out and suddenly they'll be over. I saw them doing that to us a couple of times. You have to keep your eyes on them if you haven't got rid of them. But it's very sad for that Welsh team who played out of their skins. But the French team is very good.
Yeah.
I think
Credit to them.
England beating that French team was a big win for them. But then they're suspect now. You know, they were relying on a lot of power up front, and that's been kind of found out. So Eddie may have to go back to the drawing board.
I must ask, because obviously we've been that big setup there, and it's the big question that's being asked around here, not least of which apparently you and Adi and the rest of you all turn up on a bingo card for Line of Duty. You've got certain phrases that have become synonymous with your good self. Were they yours that you put in, or were they written for you and you now own them?
Well, going back into the mist of time, as we have to do, and how it all started. I think I chucked a couple of things in. I think then Jed picked up on that. Jed was, he's got his ear to the ground in Belfast, picking up bits and pieces. I'm sure people were saying things to Jed, saying, why doesn't he could say this or he could say that. And then, the Mother of God stuff is basically a lot of my things that from my dad and Sucking Diesel. And, I got dropped a few in myself. So it's kind of, a 50-50 share out between the two of us.
What's the new one for this series, AD?
Ooh.
Yes, I've got a How You're Wished.
How You're Wished.
How you wished. I think
How You
that's the Northern Irish version of heisht, which
Yeah.
is in Wales. It's a
Yeah.
very Celtic thing, which is I think it's be quiet. Is it? Would it be something like that?
Yeah, be quiet, yeah.
Yeah, we
And
say in
Martin
Wales,
says in
heisht.
Scotland, they say How You're Wished.
Did they say yes? So it's obviously a connection with the three countries. But you always laugh
Yeah,
about Welsh
yeah.
going heisht, don't you?
Well, I don't laugh. I say it a lot to you.
Iced.
Heisht. Now, Adrian, I've got to say, there was a flutter went across the ladies of a certain age in the home counties this week, and it caused much merriment amongst
Yeah, there's a lot of worry about blood pressures going up in Surrey.
You have become a real heartthrob, haven't you? For a certain, sort of lady. What's it like? Sort of, I mean, it must be a nice thing, I suppose, isn't it?
Thanks very much, John. I'll tell you what, if they could see me now, they would.
It's that little Irish
Just
twinkle in the eye, isn't it?
hair all over the place.
And the voice, yes.
Like a wreck of the Hesperus. But yeah, no, that's an interesting development, is it? You've got and a nice one, I suppose. This. Getting this timing so late in my career. So it's great. It's great fun. It's great fun.
Even I looked at it and thought, "Oh, nice jumper." I've got to say that was my first thought, Adrian. He's a lovely polo neck.
The
photo shoot, AD, the famous photo shoot that. Yeah, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah, but to be fair, we've all got a shot like that. We've all got that sort of, woolen jumper
Slightly
look.
stoned.
Well, maybe, yeah. But
I've got into my woolen jumpers, as you know, and I've been doing a bit of research on them and all that, and you can't beat one.
Oh, you can have a nice woolen
naturally weatherproof. Cool you down when it's too hot, and here it's wool, isn't it?
And Adrian's was a cable knit, I do believe,
Yes.
Adrian, without wishing to be, too technical.
you look great, AD.
Looks fantastic.
Thank you very much, Vic.
So how are you
Thank
watching tonight, Adrian? Tell us what's your sort of ceremony when you watch one that goes out live on television?
Well, I'll be over. Tonight, myself and Anna will be sitting down to, watch Line of Duty. We'll probably open a bottle of Cremant and have a bit of cassis and Cremant and just kind of celebrate the fact that another series is going out, and just do it like that. And I'll spend the whole day doing other stuff, of course, trying not to think about it.
Well, Arsenal West Ham,
I'll
maybe.
keep very busy today.
Yes. Arsenal West Ham, Mark just pointed out. Do you fancy beating West Ham quickly, Adrian, today?
West Ham, on form, they should beat us. There's a few indicators for us. I mean, we've done very well against our London rivals. West Ham doesn't hold any fear for us, except this year they do, of course. Bukayo Saka looks like he's back. The Smith Rowe, Lacazette, Saka triangle is when we look really effective and threatening. So I'm hoping maybe we can play Lacazette today. But who knows? West Ham are flying at the minute. Moyes has got them set up really well. It's going to be a very difficult game.
Well, listen, thank you. Adrian Dunbar,
Thanks
Superintendent
for
Ted
coming
Hastings.
onto my show, AD.
Exactly.
It's a pleasure for you, anything, you know that.
Yes. He's a gentleman, and it couldn't happen to a nicer goes. Superstar and Heartthrob. Thanks for joining us, Adrian.